So here we have the Indigenous Grassroots Circle Garden that we've donated to them to participate with us. We've developed a partnership with them when we met them at the family day at the arena. And they've decided to give back to the community, so this will be part of our donation program for the Rockland Food Bank. So here we have the mayor's cucumber that he planted at the grand opening. The mayor has been a big influence in the success of this project, so we were really happy to have him join us on the grand opening day. So I'm sitting in the children's garden that we call the Seedlings Garden, and it's dedicated to our youth so that they can learn about gardening, experiment. They each get a grow bag that they can plant what they wish and care for it. And then on the outside, we planted berries and sunflowers, and we plan on adding strawberries in the future as well. This is our shed. We worked really hard at making sure it was full of tools for the members and volunteers to use. So we have hand tools for the gardeners to use in their beds. We have bigger tools to help us set up gardens, and we also have tools to help us build. We have wheelbarrows, watering cans, and the shed was donated by Canadian Tire. It was really important for the city and for us to make sure we were using organic, sustainable practices at the garden. So there's no use of chemical pesticides at the garden, and we work really hard at being conservative with our water. So this is why we have the barrels on each side of the shed collecting rainwater. So this is one of our donation beds as part of our donation program to give back to the Rockland Food Bank. So we planted tomatoes, peppers, eggplants. We have 2 fruit trees for apples as well. So we're really excited to be able to give back to the community.
So today we have with us Sarah from the Community Garden in Rockland. Hi, Sarah. And would you like to talk to us about your new community garden?
Yeah, so it was established last year in January. We started the project, and then by spring we had the executive committee team put together and starting to work on developing and planning the project. And now we're here today, and it's very successful, and we're really happy to be here. So the members renting out all the beds for the season, and then we also have the donation program that's starting this year as well.
And you are a not-for-profit organization?
Yes, we are.
Okay. And what would it cost to use the garden?
So the 4x8 that are 2 feet high are $40 for the whole season. And then we have the standing height ones that are 3 feet tall. And those ones are a little bit smaller, 2 by 6 feet, and they're $20 each.
So how can the community garden help families in need that are facing hunger, rising prices of food, basically?
Yeah. So that's the biggest benefit of the community garden, is the financial benefit to the community. So our biggest focus was to make sure it was accessible to everybody. So the price is pretty low for the season. We have everything you need to get started. The soil is here, the tools are here in the shed, the water. We were even donated some transplants from Bergeron, and some seeds from local farms. So really, you didn't really need to bring anything but your hard work. So I think that's one of the biggest benefits for the local community.
And what is the benefit of a community garden?
So there's, like we just talked about, the financial aspect, but there's also bringing the community together to work together, making sure that we're supporting each other, learning and experimenting. We have expert gardeners that help the newcomers, and so it's just bringing everybody together and getting out of that pandemic solitude.
And where is the garden located exactly?
So this is the Patricia Charron Park at 2637 Raymond Street.
And originally you were supposed to be somewhere else. What happened?
So this is the third location that we were offered. The first one was behind City Hall, but that location was already promised for another city project. Then the Alain Padvin Park was the second location offered, and everything was set to go, but with the budget approval for the roundabout, we lost the accessibility for deliveries and also the permanent access to make it accessible for those with reduced mobility.
And can you tell me what can we plant in the garden?
So everything can be planted, from flowers, vegetables, fruits. The only thing that we don't allow is marijuana plants.
That's understandable. And who can access the garden?
So the garden is open to the public. It is in a public park, so we've decided to leave our fence open. The fence is more of, like a perimeter, guide people around or through, kind of contain our space. But you can visit, you can walk around, and the donation garden is all volunteer based, so you don't need to sign up for a membership for that. And then obviously the members can access the garden as well.
And could you explain to us how to become a member?
It's a simple application process online through our website. We plan on having the 2024 waitlist open in the fall.
So definitely, as soon as it's open, everybody's welcome to come and apply. And is there a timeline for how long you can be a member?
No, so one of the things that we've decided is that members can renew their membership on a seasonal basis. So if they want to keep the same bed, then every year they can continue to use it.
And where did the idea come from?
So I saw somebody ask on the Rockland Need to Know page if there was a Rockland Community Garden established, and there wasn't. So I kind of just jumped on it and went from there.
That's great. That's a great initiative.
Thank you.
And for how long have you been working on this project?
Since last January.
So it's like a whole year.
It's pretty quick. I've spoken to other community gardens in the city, and some of them take 3-4 years before they can even find a space for it. So we've been really lucky that it went this fast.
Definitely. And can you tell us about your team?
So we have 5 executive committee members. Myself, the president, my fiance Matthew, he takes care of the grounds and making sure everything's safe and everything's there for the members to use. Then we have Stephanie that looks after all our communication, the social media, the website. We have Jenny, she's our secretary, so she will be the one communicating through email with the members. And then we have Neil, our treasurer. He takes care of all the financing.
So a nice big team.
Yeah.
And lastly, how did you obtain financing for this?
So it was a combination of city funding. We got $10,000 from the city, the mayor funding, and then the location was donated to us to use for free. And then we also had a lot of donations from the community, from businesses. We had sponsorship through businesses as well for soil, the excavation, and then we also did some fundraising through the community. So we did a clothing sale that went really well. We did an online auction on Facebook with donations from businesses.
That's really nice. And do you want to mention some of the businesses that helped out?
Okay, so we have Bergeron that donated all of our soil and transplant to start the season. We have Keenan Tire that paid for a shed. We have Landrock that did all the excavation, give us the gravel and the stone dust and laid it all out for us.
Well, thank you very much. And that's it.